back meeting people whose stories came straight from the headlines of the summer, some of the most talked about stories. Our next guest is so relatable. Lindsay Donnelly is a mom of two who's been on our show before. Well, this summer, she went viral in a very funny way, making headlines when she decided to go on a 2-day cleaning strike after her husband accused her of doing nothing around the house. Lindsay, I laughed because, yes, he is still her husband. Lindsay then shared her messy house on TikTok. It's been viewed 20 million times. Take a look. Take a look. Lindsay, you're my girl, because you committed. I don't know, I would have broken down at some point. You're like, no, I'm doing this.
100%.
Where did you get the strength to walk past the bathroom, past the dishes, and not pick up anything?
There were many moments where I was like, am I really doing this? Can I leave the house in this state? And I had to toughen up. In fact, I made the bed in the morning. My daughter comes in, and then I unmade the bed. And she was like, what are you doing, Mom? And I was like, Mommy's on strike right now.
Mommy's on strike.
Yeah.
When did your husband, Brian, you've been married how many years?
7 years.
7 years. Mm-hmm. Was he aware that you'd gone on strike? Did you tell him, I'm on strike?
The sad thing is I did have to bring it to his attention.
Yeah. So he's walking past like, it's good. This is...
Okay, but if you are a mom of two, you know that your house could look like that in 2 hours.
100%, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he was kind of like, okay, things are messy, but this isn't like crazy out of the norm. And then finally when I was like, you know what, I haven't cleaned in 2 days and I'm not until you apologize.
Oh.
That's when he got it.
And he did. He apologized, but he did not know. Yes, shout out Brian for apologizing. But I love this part. But poor Brian, he had no idea that you'd posted this on TikTok until a day later you recorded his reaction. Take a look.
So, you know how you said something to me that made me feel like you said that I didn't do enough around the house. And I didn't clean the house for 3 days. I didn't do anything for 3 days just to show you.
I remember.
And now, but you've since apologized and all that.
That's true.
Yeah. I made a TikTok video of the mess and the situation. And like over 1 million people have watched it.
So TikTok.
What are the rules of engagement now at the house?
Well, I have to tell you, what people don't know about that video is that I initially posted the TikTok because I work in social media. I have a social media agency, and I'm making content all the time. Yeah. But I rarely post on my own social media accounts. My husband doesn't even have TikTok. So I don't usually put him in front of the camera like that. But when I came home from my girls' trip, I said, I have to tell you something, and I'm only gonna tell you while I'm recording. So in his head, he's like, is this a pregnancy announcement? Do we have a third kid coming? And so he looks terrified in
He's
that
like, we're having another baby.
Yes.
You're like, no, we're not. You're gonna clean up too around here.
Exactly.
I love it.
So that's what people got wrong about that video. They had no idea why he was so stressed. It's so funny.
Well, it's a learning lesson for so many out there who live with other people. Do your part. Stephen Greener, my husband. Congrats on it. I love it. Epic story.